freshers are choosing to quit their jobs within 2 to 3 years of joining some of the biggest startups and most sought after traditional companies. A trend that defies conventional logic. Nishya Suri, MD Cornerstone On Demand Inc., which is a HR solutions provider, believes, among other reasons, it is a market failure born out of a lack of opportunities within an organization that might be contributing to this trend.
You're not getting adequate exposure, or you're not getting the type of learning opportunities one expects, or challenging work that one is looking forward to. Perhaps that there's something there which is prompting individuals to look elsewhere. And anyway, economists have traditionally called this out as a market failure, where individuals leave organizations looking for better growth opportunities outside.
Industry insiders and job surveys indicate this trend has companies worried and is pushing them to adapt to changing reality. India's IT services companies, along with tech startups, are two key sectors facing this problem the most. Last month, India's biggest IT firm, Tata Consultancy Services, decided to give above-average salary hikes in the 12 to 15% range as part of its strategy to arrest attrition. TCS hopes this will help the company bring down attrition from the current close to 20% levels to a more manageable 13 to 14% range. In addition, TCS has also decided to up its campus offers. And TCS is not alone. While throwing money at the problem might work in the short run, the crucial question is it sustainable? According to recent reports, about 60% of an IT service company's costs are manpower related. Such costs at India's top 4 IT players rose by 19 to 23% in 2022-23 from a year ago, outpacing revenue growth. Between 2019 and 2023, TCS, Wipro, and HCL Technologies saw their employee spends go up. Wage costs as a share of revenue climbed from 54.8% to 55.9% between 2021-22 and 2022-23. The highest in the last 5 years for all the firms with the exception of Infosys. The uptick in costs is a concern for the sector. Perhaps a more comprehensive approach is what is required. According to LinkedIn's most recent workplace learning report, younger workers between 18 to 34 are more likely to value opportunities for career growth, learning, and skill building at work when considering a new job opportunity.
I would say continue to heavily invest with the aspiration that the more enriching opportunities you're able to surface and provide, and the more exposure and the more variety you're able to provide, because learning and development and bridging the skill gap are clearly top priorities, especially for the millennials, as far as why they join an organization to begin with. So in terms of attracting them into the organization, to engage and motivate them, so to keep their continued interest, and equally retain them as to they feel secure that you're preparing them for the future.
Hiring quality talent comes at a huge cost for companies. Huge sums are spent on hiring exercises and training fresh out of college talent for jobs. But despite the investment made, companies are failing to retain them. If some of the recent leading job surveys are to be believed, perhaps a more comprehensive solution is what is required. We compiled key findings of some of the biggest employee surveys. According to the Society for Human Resource Management, 83% HR managers believe training is beneficial to attract talent. As per the same survey, 48% of employees agree that training opportunities were a key factor in choosing their current company. Upskilling opportunities also play a major role in helping an employee make up his mind, as 76% of those surveyed said they are more likely to stay with a company that offers continuous training. What's obvious but crucial to understand is that the growth of a company and its employees is interconnected. With the increased use of tech, the shelf life of skills required to perform a particular role requires constant updation, something most employers are not able to keep up with.
a majority of organizations, actually as much as 50% of organizations globally, don't know what skills are missing. So that lack of clarity itself is a source of not knowing what to do, and perhaps not know what to do in time. The ones that do know the skills that are missing and are in demand aren't able to bridge the skill gap fast enough. So, given the rapid change in businesses and as I said, the changing skill stack, organizations do not have the agility to respond in time. And well, people don't have the patience. So, they're looking at avenues where perhaps that clarity exists and it suits their needs and requirements. So, the first step is create clarity in terms of what are the skill requirements that marry with an individual's preferences, interests, goals, and obviously with business needs as well. The second is, how do you create this environment which is conducive, which where learning is celebrated, learners are celebrated. You are promoting a culture of curiosity, you are promoting everyday learning habits, the manager is supportive of your growth and development within the organizations, the leadership in the organization considers continuous upgradation of skills as an important way of succeeding.
If the findings of some of the most recent surveys is to be believed, employers will do well to keep such employee considerations in mind, something which is also likely to help them hire and retain talent.